Hello, this is Dave with Aqualife Ponds. What I wanted to talk to you about today are pond skimmers. So not all pond skimmers are created equal. I personally really like the Aquascape pond skimmers. They're the first ones that manufacture the type that many people use, and they're actually manufactured in the United States. So what's awesome about the pro level skimmer is you can adjust the intake, the weir as we call it. So let's say the water level ends up being lower or higher than you thought. You could actually adjust the intake on that. But the nice thing about skimmers is it's actually skimming dust and debris that falls on the surface of the pond. So you want to get as many organics out of the pond as possible. You don't want it settling down to the bottom, and because then that's more organics to feed possible algae blooms. So what you're doing with a skimmer is you're skimming off the very top layer of water, and it's going in. The skimmer basket is grabbing the big stuff, and the skimmer pad is grabbing the small organics. So you're mechanically filtering your pond and ultimately cutting down on maintenance. There's another way to skim the pond. It's called an intake bay. So we have a reservoir where the pump is. Intake bays are super cool. So what you see essentially is the water coming in, and all of a sudden it just kind of goes shallow over an area of gravel and then disappears. It's still skimming the top layer of water, but if you're worried about dragonfly nymphs or frogs or turtles, any other kind of wildlife, it just goes into the gravel area, disappears. Let's say you got little turtles, you just pick up the turtle, throw it right back in the pond. Intake bays are awesome. With both of these situations, the nice thing about skimmers is access to the submersible pump, because who wants to see a pump inside of their pond? I don't want to see a pump. I don't want to see a pump at all. So we actually put submersible pump inside of the skimmer. That intake bay, you see the gravel. All you have to do is scoot the gravel aside, and there's a lid. Pop the lid off, boom, pump's right there. Turn the system off. There's a union that you can loosen, pull the pump right out. Super easy. So skimmers are absolutely crucial for functioning of a pond. I highly recommend, if you have a pond that doesn't have a skimmer, we could actually install one after the fact. So if this is something you might be interested in, please give us a call. This is Dave with Aqualife Ponds. Enjoy life.